Bandits kill 2, abduct retired general, ex-NYSC DG and others in Katsina. Inferno kills 78 domestic animals, destroys 21 local food storage in Kano. Senate to probe allegations against Nigeria by Niger Republic head of state. And on the international scene, DRC military court issues arrest warrant for Colonel Nanga over alleged crimes against humanity. Good evening, welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thank you for joining us on the details. In a fresh attack in Katsina communities, bandits have killed 2 people and abducted 17 others, including retired General Maharazu Tsiga in Bakori local government area of Katsina State. The bandits, armed with sophisticated weapons, besieged Tsiga community around midnight on Wednesday, shooting indiscriminately, raiding houses and dispossessing residents of valuables. The resident of Tsiga community, who preferred not to be mentioned, said the attack is the worst thing that has ever happened to them in the history of the town, throwing inhabitants into sorrowful situations. Though the bandits were confronted by a combined security operatives, including police and vigilantes, they were, however, overpowered by firepower of the gunmen. According to reports from other neighboring communities, the armed bandits killed 2 people at Gidembie village, abducting about 8 others before proceeding to Tsiga town. Many residents confirmed seeing the bandits carrying the dead ones among them while they were retreating from the scenes of the attack on Thursday morning. Neither government nor security agencies have issued any statement regarding the attacks as at press time. Also, gunmen suspected to be bandits have kidnapped a former Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, the NYSC, Major General Maharazu Tsiga, retired. Tsiga was kidnapped alongside several other residents of Tsiga village in Kankara local government area of Katsina State. A resident of the area who confirmed the incident said the abduction occurred on Wednesday after the hoodlums armed with sophisticated weapons invaded the residence of former NYSC Director General. The Katsina State government and the police are yet to issue a statement on the latest abduction. And eyewitnesses said the former NYSC DG was among those kidnapped by the assailant. Sources said during the attack, which lasted for a few minutes, 2 residents were wounded and one of the hoodlums died after being mistakenly shot by his colleagues. Now joining us via phone call, our reporter in Katsina State, Abdullahi Yamadi, to give us an update this evening. Good evening, Abdullahi Yamadi.
Hello, good evening.
All right, tell us, give us an update of this heinous crime and this disastrous situation that happened in Tsiga town.
Well, the former Director General of NYSC was abducted in Tsiga community of Bakori local government, not in Kankara local government. And right now, we spoke with the residents of Tsiga community. Honestly, they have expressed their dissatisfaction with way and manner security agencies' response to various calls made to them last night when the community was attacked. And according to them, this is the first time they have witnessed attack of this nature, which resulted to many of the members of the community leaving the town to other areas perceived safer. And this further highlighted the sophistication of the bandits, especially in intelligence gathering and, of course, in arms and ammunition, because the way they overpowered the security agencies last night overwhelmed a lot of people in the community. And of course, the vulnerability of local communities in local governments like Bakori, Malumfashi, and Kafur of recent time also is another thing of serious concern. And indeed, there is a serious need for more proactive measures from the security agencies and other stakeholders in tackling this issue of insecurity in this part of the state. So, of course, this is what is exactly happening, and the residents are calling for the deployment of more security agencies, rather more security personnel to the area.
Now, as I said earlier, we did not hear anything from the security agents or even the governor of Katsina State or the government. Have there been any response when it comes to this situation that was not even seen? Nobody predicted this. I mean, I thought we were at a point where we thought that security was a bit calm, especially in Katsina State. So walk us through what has been the response so far from the government agencies and security agencies as well. Do we still have Abdullah Yamadi? All right, I think we lost him. Moving on to more news, definitely bringing you back to the story later and keeping you up to speed on that. The newly appointed general officer commanding 3 division of the Nigerian Army and commander Operation Safe Haven, Major General Folusho Oyinlola, has pledged to be just and fair to all warring parties in tackling security challenges in Plateau State. Major General Oyinlola gave the pledge on Wednesday during a courtesy call on the state's governor, Caleb Mutfwang, at the government house in Jos, the Plateau State capital. Trust TV's Adu Musa tells us more.
For decades, herding and farming communities have been in conflict, resulting in loss of lives and property in the state, with both parties blaming each other for the atrocities committed against their members. However, as part of effort to restore confidence between the two warring communities, the new GOC assured the governor and the people of the state that he will be fair and just in addressing the lingering security challenges in the state.
My predecessor on the 24th of January, and I must say that my predecessor did an excellent job making sure that the Plateau is very safe. And in our interactions, he briefed me quite extensively, and I made up my mind and said, indeed, I will not rest on my oars in allowing what he has achieved to slip away. Rather, I will take it to the zenith. We must break the cycle of violence. When I visited Mango, a poor lady was killed. And what happened? He went to the other side, and before you know it, it keeps on going back and forth. Like Gandhi said, an eye for an eye makes the world go blind. We must draw a line somewhere and put all our bygones behind us and ensure that Plateau is all safe. Because what is the essence of humanity? If we every day we are killing ourselves, or you cannot sleep in peace. It is only when there is peace that there can be development.
Governor Caleb Mutfwang, while welcoming the GOC, expressed his appreciation for the GOC's visit and pledged the full support of the state government in ensuring peace in the state.
Coming is to put the icing on the cake, if I may put it that way. I would use the analogy of a football team that has been built to reckoning. That is where you bet the division and the STF. But it is time to win the trophy. That trophy is to reset Plateau to the pre-crisis era, where Plateau was truly known as a home of peace and tourism.
With the GOC's assurance of fairness and governor's support, residents of the state are looking forward to a more secure and harmonious Plateau, where communities can collectively thrive and restore their historic legacy as a beacon of peace and tourism in Nigeria. Ado Musa reporting for Trust TV.
The residents of Zago village in Dambata local government area of Kano State are counting losses after a fire outbreak razed down several huts, destroying grains and other farm produce. The fire outbreak also killed a number of cows and other domestic animals belonging to the resident. Two residents of the area, Hayo Zago and Abdurrahman Zago, said the fire incident, which occurred on Wednesday morning, raged till afternoon when firefighters rushed to the village and succeeded in putting it out. The Zonal Information Officer, Abdullahi Musa Gatli, who confirmed the incident, asked for time to give further details on the extent of the damage by the fire. When contacted, the Public Relations Officer, Kano State Fire Service, Saminu Yusuf Abdullahi, said the cause of the fire has not been established, adding that a comprehensive report on the incident is being compiled. In Bauchi State, the police command says it has arrested 6 suspects in connection with theft of electricity installation cables worth millions of naira in various communities across the state. The State Police Command confirmed the arrest while parading the suspects before journalists in the state. Trust TV's Adamu Imam completes this report.
The Bauchi Police Command's Public Relations Officer Ahmed Wakil, while parading the suspect, said the arrest followed credible information of vandalism of electricity installation cables belonging to the Jos Electricity Distribution Company.
One of them had the audacity and temerity to tell the police to come to the station and reported to the police that there is a crime in his own apartments. On the police going to the scene of crime, expanding investigation, we come to realize that he is the criminal that vandalized most of these cables and armored cable that were found in his own possession. After an intensive investigation, he was arrested. He was brought from Kirfi Division to State Criminal Investigation Department under the directives of the Commissioner of Police, CP Awal Musa Muhammad PSC, ANIPR. The State Criminal Investigation Department has the highest body of investigating the highest rate of crime in the states to make further investigation. And 3 individuals were arrested.
Even among some of these guys paraded here, as scrap dealers, So these are some of those things we feel the community should also do so that we can curb the menace of vandalism and reduce the financial losses to our companies and also power outages to homes, hospitals and offices across the nation.
Some of the suspects who spoke to journalists at the command confessed to the crime they are accused of. I regret my actions for being one of the suspects. It just happened to me, but honestly, it is not in my character to steal. I am seriously ashamed of myself. I have a family and relatives, and today being apprehended by the police is unfortunate for me. Honestly, I wasn't feeling well that time, and we didn't have anything, which is why we decided to cut these cables to get some money so that we could solve our problems. We went back again to cut more because we were not caught the first time, but then we were arrested by the security operatives during the second attempt. While advising members of the community to always remain vigilant, the management of the company appreciated the effort of the security operatives in the state for their proactiveness in apprehending the suspected vandals. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Now moving on to more stories. The Nigerian Senate is set to investigate allegations made by the head of state of Niger Republic, Brigadier General Abdurrahmani Tichani, accusing Nigeria of colluding with France to destabilize Niger through a new militia group identified as La Kurawa. The Senate Committees on National Security and Foreign Affairs have been directed to investigate the matter and report their findings. The report.
The resolution stemmed from a motion moved on the floor of the Upper Legislative Chamber by the Bauchi South Senator Umar Shehu at Thursday's plenary session. Senator Shehu Buba voiced significant concerns over allegations from Niger Republic's head of state, Brigadier General Abdurrahman Tichani, accusing Nigeria of colluding with France to destabilize Niger using a new militia group called La Kurawa. As a result, the lawmakers are seeking the Senate intervention to recommend diplomatic and security measures aimed at restoring and strengthening the historical ties between Nigeria and Niger.
Brigadier General Chani also alleged plans to establish a base for Lakurawa in a forest near Gaba, Sokoto State, with operational reach extending to Sokoto, Zamfara, and Kebbi State. Additionally, he claims that foreign military bases in Nigeria are being used to target Niger's oil pipelines and create security threat.
The Senate decided to hold an open debate on the allegations due to the sensitivity of the matter, but directed its committees on national security and foreign affairs to investigate further and report their findings.
Let us just agree that his committee be made to go and carry out whatever investigation that needs to be carried out, and the committee will present a report to us in an executive session to be discussed further by the committee of the whole.
I agree that on account of diplomatic relations and national security, we should refer the issues to the appropriate committees. But I suggest that it should be a joint committee. The Foreign Committee on Foreign Relations is also very important.
The motion is now referred to the Committee on Intelligence and National Security, jointly with the Committee on Foreign Affairs, to report back to this August Senate, to report back within 4 weeks.
As the Senate anticipates feedback from its joint committee, it resolved to debate the outcomes in an executive session.
Nestle Nigeria has launched a new livestock development project designed to support the dairy value chain and improve the livelihoods of pastoralists in the Paikwankore Grazing Reserve. The initiative is a major step toward improving food security, boosting local production, and strengthening the agricultural value chain. Habiba Tajayi has more on this.
Nestle's new project is set to transform the dairy sector in Nigeria, with a focus on empowering local pastoralists. In a statement at the launch event, the Minister of Livestock Development highlighted the project's alignment with the government's efforts to modernize farming, reduce imports, and strengthen the economy.
Having been founded in 1860 and well incorporated by Henry Nestle in 1905, has today done all the historical journey right here in Paikwankore, and they are making their own indelible footprint on the Nigerian dairy landscape. And this is no mean achievement. What they have demonstrated here is the ability to do backward integration, to open up this place for people to come and see. There's a seeing is believing. All our pastoralists, all people who are involved in livestock will come here and see what is happening, and this is pregnant with the future. We are going to be part of the birth-giving process, so that whatever is going to happen here, we want to see repeated with a little tweak, depending on whether you are dealing with 100% Jersey or foreign breed, or you are mixing crosses, etc., etc. But this center has the capacity to do everything. And I do believe that when we sit down to talk and look at the future trajectory of this model farm, we will want to see that they introduce also indigenous breed, so that the training angle can also learn how to manage the transition between indigenous breed and F1, F2 up to F5, or sorry, F4, because most people cannot manage F4, but that's why we are going to stop.
The head of Agricultural Services at Nestle Nigeria Limited also emphasized the project's importance for local pastoralists. He noted that the dairy farm would provide better livestock management, veterinary care, and feed resources, ultimately increasing productivity and income for farmers.
Increasing livelihoods of pastoralists, supporting them in terms of how long they go to sell milk by creating structured market for them, creating milk collection centers, providing employment, creating sources of water to settle pastoralists, broaching peaceful coexistence between the crop as well as the dairy farmers in the country. So this is a great day. It's a very happy day for Nestle, and to show the commitment that we have to supporting the local dairy industry of the country.
Their cattle will give them half a liter a day, 1 liter a day, maybe 1.5.
but these ones are giving like 15. So for them to learn, how do I move from my low base to a higher base? And yet the Fulani family depends on the milk economy. So if you multiply the milk by 10, what they're earning, you have multiplied incomes 10 times. So it's a huge potential for making a big change in this community. We're already working with like 3,000 producers, collecting 6,000 liters of milk on average a day. So, and that has to continue growing, as the MD of Nestle said, that in the next 2-3 years, we want to see it reach 30,000 liters. And that is a big feat that is not possible without the community.
This initiative represents a significant move towards reducing Nigerians' reliance on dairy imports and ensuring sustainability growth in the agricultural sector. With Nestle's support, local farmers will benefit from improved farming techniques while contributing to the country's economic development. Habibat Ajayi, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Away from Nigeria, the military justice system of the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, has issued an arrest warrant for Colonel Nanga, accusing him of failing to prevent acts of torture under his authority. Signed by Colonel Magistrate Mbuta Muntu Parfait, the warrant orders his immediate arrest and transfer to the DRC. Nanga, the former head of Independent National Electoral Commission, now leads the Alliance du Fleuve Congo, AFC, and is linked to the M23 rebel group, which recently took control of Goma. Authorities accuse him of human rights abuses, including the torture of a school director amid ongoing clashes between the Congolese army and M23 rebel. The move highlights the DRC's efforts to hold key figures accountable in its long-running conflict. No response has been issued by Nanga or his representatives. And finally, in sports, Nigerian forward Folashade Ijamilusi has completed a move to Chinese Women's Super League side Liaoning Baye FC. She joined the Shenyang City-based side from Nigeria Women Football League Premiership champions Edo Queens. Ijamilusi recently helped NWFL Premiership champions and also Edo Queens to West African Zone B, WAFU B Women's Champions League title in Cote d'Ivoire in 2024. This was followed by a fourth place finish at the 2024 CAF Women's Champions League in Morocco. With 8 goals, she ended the 2023-2024 NWFL Premiership season as a league top goal scorer. A member of the all-conquering FC Robo Queens side that they said that has been successful, or the side that has been successful in the Lagos State FA Cup as perennial champions. The 23-year-old forward has been a key part of the Lagos Land Ladies Talent Factory. And with that, we've come to the end of Trust TV News Update. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.